Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're back and we are on Bloxburg, and today I'm going to be going over my 2023 Bloxburg Update Wishlist. Now, we recently found out that Bloxburg actually has a new owner, so this year might be a little different with the updates, but I still thought I would compile my yearly video of updates that I want to see in the game, and clearly we are going to just kind of not talk about the ones that are very obvious, like the map revamp or school and all that stuff. Hopefully we can still get that though. But I have come up with a list of some small things that I want to see in the game, and I think that it can make the gameplay much better, which is already super amazing, so don't get me wrong. I love Bloxburg the way it is, but it can always be better, right? The first update that I have in mind is the ability to abandon or resume a dish. Now, many of you may know that once you start cooking a dish, you can't actually abandon it and go do something else. You have to finish it all the way through or you won't be able to save your progress. And I will give you here an example. I am starting these hot dogs, however, I have a cake in the oven. Oh, well, that was a terrible example. I did not realize the hot dogs were just finished after one cooking. So for example, I am currently making muffins. However, I also have a cake in the oven that wants to be picked up. However, in order to pick up that cake, I have to put down these muffins to pick up the cake. However, I don't have another oven to put these muffins in. So I would like the option to be able to place them down on the counter and go take out my cake and then put these back in. I don't know, I feel like that'd be a very nice touch, because now I have to get rid of these muffins to take out my cake. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. There go the muffins. Now, the second update that I have in mind is also in the kitchen, and it is the ability to filter through the contents and recipes in the fridge. So for instance, when we look over here in the ingredients, it would be very nice if we had the ability to filter through maybe breakfasts, lunches, dinners, desserts, and even the special limited items like foods. And same goes for the content, because I actually have a lot of content and I would love to be able to see what is maybe an individual plate, a whole plate, what is snacks, desserts, limited. It would make it much easier to see what we actually have in our fridges and easier to choose out what we want to make or eat. Because I have no idea what's in my fridge, and I don't know if everybody has such a stocked fridge, but I have so much in my fridge and it's just so random. Now this next one is kind of like a little bit fun. Number 3 is mini ecosystems, and I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but I have seen people have these like cool ant nest farms, and now personally I never want one of those in real life, but I feel like it would be really fun, and it could just be like kind of like pets, you know? You can even have it with spiders, so you can have like, you know, a tarantula. And because we don't have pets, I think this is like a nice little alternative to pets, and clearly these wouldn't actually be pets, they're kind of like a decoration, but I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I would love a little mini ecosystem in my house. Now, for the sake of this video, my pool has actually frozen over and has become a ice skating rink. However, there is a pool under here, so trust me. Number 4 is round pools. Currently, we only have these like square blocky pools, but I would really like if we can actually put it in our ground, not like those plastic ones we got. Like put it actually in the ground and have rounded out pools. I think you can like maybe change it with like the tools, the transform tools and the sizing tools we have. It would make it much easier to make ponds in, I don't know, in a forest. Wherever you need lagoons and ponds and lakes. I think it can make it much more realistic for landforms and whatever, because this is not very realistic when you are trying to build a natural lake. We are back in the kitchen. So this next one is a automatic kitchen mixer, and insert photo on the screen of what it actually is if you don't know what that is. I think this would be a very cool and like rich kitchen appliance to have, and instead of having to whisk everything by hand, like when a dish gives you the option to stir something, instead of stirring it on your own, which like you still can, it will still be an option for our poor people. But no, don't get me wrong on that, don't worry. It will still be an option to stir something by hand, but you can also go over to your mixer and stir it with the mixer. I think that would be just like a cool thing. And then also it will clearly get dirty, just like every other kitchen appliance gets dirty. Now this next one is also kind of pets related, but it's not, trust me, okay? Number 6, fish aquariums. Now again, these would not be pets. These would just be kind of a decoration. However, if the creators of this game wanted to take it to the next level, they can always make it like you can put custom amount of fish in the aquarium, decorate the aquarium different ways, and even name the fish. That would be super high tier, okay? However, all I'm simply asking for is a simple decorative aquarium where the fish are just moving and wiggling around. Number 7 is the ability to open or close windows. Now I am very aware that a window like this may not be as easy to animate or even possible to animate. I don't think these windows open and close in real life. However, I know windows like this, they would slide up, and I think that they can also add other windows that can open and close, like realistic ones. I can insert some photos. I think that there's so much potential for open and closing windows, like not just like a curtain, like the actual glass of the window and letting in fresh air and all, you know. Number 8 is roaming butterflies and birds. I think that even like people that have gardens, you can start to see maybe like butterflies start to like flutter over to your gardens. I have a whole greenhouse here. I completely remodeled it, but a whole greenhouse, and I think it'd be so cute if I could see like little butterflies coming near plants, and even like just birds in the air. They don't have to be like super close to you or like you can see them. Like it could just be literally like an image, like a PNG image that just looks relatively like a bird, and it just adds that detail. And you can even see maybe like a flock of geese just flying like during the winter, like to the south. Like that would be so cool. Like you know, I think that would be so interesting. And if they want to take it to the next level, they can have even like birds that like to like perch on different parts of the houses, and like you can try to like make it a game of like spotting different birds. I don't know, that would be super cool, and I know that it would keep a lot of us at bay. They could even have like a super rare bird, and if you spot it and quote unquote collect it, you get a trophy. But that's like super next level, you know. But just roaming butterflies and birds, I think that can really add some realism. I'm sure we all remember this cake from a little earlier in the video. Number 9 is the option to put custom messages on the cakes. Now we know that this chocolate cake has yum yum on it, and then the birthday cake has happy birthday, but I think it would be so cool like in part of the baking process to add a message, and maybe even like candles depending on what we're doing, you know, celebrating. However, you can maybe, I'm going to throw out a couple ideas of how this could work. So either they can have the option for you to literally type in a custom message, or because some people can be a little inappropriate with that and not mature, they can also have a selection of messages that you can put on it, like happy anniversary, happy birthday. Or you could just leave your cake blank too. I think that would be really nice, because just like we had with the wrapping gifts, I know that they also gave us like options. Oh, I don't even have my wrapping station. It's like in my attic probably. But the wrapping station gave you options of messages you could put when you open the gift. You basically select a gift tag and it gives you already pre-selected messages, and then they can do that with the cakes. I lost my cake. We're nearing the end. Number 10 is different wall lengths. I'm sure you've heard this one before from other people. Currently, we only have one sized type of wall, but I know that a lot of us have tried to make like smaller builds and builds that where we want an attic, but we don't want the attic to be like a whole nother floor. And I think that the option to have actual walls, it's kind of hard to build with basic shapes. Like I can make these walls easily, but it's only like this is only 1 square worth a wall. And I don't want to struggle to place down all these walls. However, I do know that this can be difficult to work with because of how roofs are, but I don't know. I think that this has a lot of potential, and it can open a lot of new doors in the building world. And I've noticed that they've been adding a lot more updates for our builders, so this would be something to consider. Number 11 is wood carving. I'm sure people have thrown this one out before too. Now this one, you can create custom pieces to put around your house on after working on it on a workbench. And also this activity can boost your crafting skill, which we don't have anything for yet. So I think that would be a great way to boost our crafting skill by wood carving. Now the last update number 12 that I have for you guys is a updated streaking reward system. This is the screen that pops up when you load into your plot first, and it basically gives you money when you cash it in. I've already cashed in today's streak. However, as someone like me that's already collected all of the trophies, now I know that they have trophies that you can collect by collecting these streaks. However, as someone that's already collected them, it's kind of pointless to me to collect these streaks in a way, because even though I may have like a 30-day streak, I'm still receiving the same money at the end of the week, the same money on the 5th day, the same money on the 4th day, the same money on the 3rd day. Nothing is changing. However, I think maybe an option that they can have for people once they collect all the trophies is, as time goes and as the weeks go by, your prizes can actually start to multiply. So instead of only receiving I don't know how much you receive on the first day, I already forgot. But instead of only receiving, let's say 100 on the first day, you can start to receive eventually maybe even 300, 400, 500 as the weeks go by. And I think that would make it much more beneficial, and people will actually want to come and log in and get that money, because it can become a lot of money. And it also kind of reminds me of the computer login system that Royal High has, where every 14 days you get double the money. And it's, I don't know, I think that's would be a very nice opportunity that they could take up. Clearly they could still make the money reasonable, so you're not exploiting the game from these logins. But I think that I would definitely want to log in and come into the game and get that prize if I know that I'm going to be rewarded more money over time. Well then guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and put that notification bell on to get notified when I post new videos. Bye till next time. Peace.